Hello everyone, welcome to Quantum Guruji. So today in this video, I'm going to discuss about the scan calculation in Gaussian. What is the use of this scan calculation and what are the applications? What you can do with this scan thing? Okay, so there are so many applications of this specific type of calculation. The thing is, you have to explore the thing. What are the your requirements and what you want to study. So here, what I have taken is here I have taken a couple of molecules. Okay, and in this molecule, I will try to see the minima and I will scan the structure of specific molecule and like see you can do the scan calculation using bond angle, you can do scan calculation using bond length, or you can do a scan calculation using dihedral angle. In a three ways you can do this scan calculation. Okay, so suppose your interest of your molecule is this one, ethane. So I have taken ethane in the eclipse form, right? You can see here because I want to scan the this dihedral. So right now it is 0. So I want to scan this dihedral from 0 to 180 to see the changes and to see which structure is having the minimum energy, right? I can calculate that and all those structures I can get it. That is the basic funda behind this scan. So in the scan calculation, you will be having input geometry and you just change the particular thing like the bond angle, bond length and the dihedral angle, and on the entire range you can do the calculation and you can see the minima or the minimum structure. So I will show you how to get the input and how to do the calculation and the analysis. So for input, there are two ways, like two ways in the sense you can use your Gauss view for generating your input, right? You have this molecule, fine. Okay, and now you want to generate the input for the dihedral angle scan. Go to this redundant coordinate editor, click here. Now in this section, what you will see is you will be having this option to select from here. You can select bond length, angle, dihedral angle, and other things also. So right now I am interested in the dihedral angle. Okay, so what dihedral angle I am interested in? Go to this your input structure, right click, go to the view, level to see that what are is the numbering for your dihedral angle coordinates. So here it is atom number 4 1 5 6. I have given the coordinate 4 1 5 6. So this has the dihedral coordinate, right? So atom number, I'll be using that, and these are the scan coordinate. I will be scanning the coordinate from for this dihedral. I will use 10 steps and each steps will correspond to 30 degree. Fine, like the 10 steps and 30 degree. You can reduce the steps and the degree also based on your choice, because see, right now it is the dihedral is 0. Fine, you need to reach 180. You need only just 6 scan. This much is not required even. Okay, even if you do 3, that's enough. Maximum you can use 6. So just for example I have taken here this much. Once you have selected this, click on the OK. Okay, and right now go to the calculation, calculate, and from here you just the scan tool will be, you have to select the scan. Okay, from this use the method, and here you have to select the relax redundant coordinate. In methods you select your specific method and submit the calculation. This is one way. Fine, using your Gauss view. Fine, now this is the input that I have created. So what is the keyword that you have to give here is opt equals mode redundant and your functional and the level of theory, your basis set. Okay, and here the molecule is your ethane. I'll put ethane over here. Fine, and D stands for dihedral, and I have shown you their number, right? Dihedral number was 4156. So I am interested in the dihedral 4156 with the step size 10 and the angle 30. So this is the angle that each steps how much angle it will calculate. So this is the way you can generate a scan for your dihedral angle, and you can do the calculation. Okay, once you have submitted the calculation and got the out file, you'll get this log file. Double click on your output file and see this is your output file. Fine. Now right click, go to the results and go to the scan. So since I have given huge steps here, right, I told you on just 6 steps is required. I gave more, so I got here more points here. So 1 2 3 4 and 5, that's enough. So this is your input here. Add this staggered form, eclipse form, and here this is the rotation. You got this 30-degree rotation. Again you give this is your staggered form at 180-degree you got. So this is your minima. So in this scan calculation, whatever you see the down, these are your minima. Minima means the minimized structure or minimized energy structure or the most stable structure. So in the ethane the staggered form is most stable, right? So I have done a dihedral scan calculation here, and what we see is the staggered is most stable, and this is your eclipsed one, which is the less stable structure. So if you want to see the specific the angle of your rotation, you can put the number of steps and the number of that angle value. Okay, I gave a rough value. So this is the way for the scan of your dihedral. Similarly, you can do the scan of your angle. Suppose you are having a H2O molecule, you don't know what is the bond angle of H2O. Okay, but you have optimized geometry of molecule water, so you know what is the bond angle. So what I will do is I'll do a scan for the bond angle. Okay, from certain values, suppose. So here also there are two ways. One, using Gauss view. This is your oxygen molecule. Go to this redundant editor of your redundant editor, and there I have given the angle 3. Wait. So first you go to the level here 312. Okay, go to this redundant editor, and here if you see that angle thing, you have to select 312 angle. You want to scan and scan coordinate, and these are the steps. 20 steps I'm taking, and by 0.5 degree sides. So at initial level, whatever angle you are having, it will increase 0.5 degree, and then it will give you a plot where it will give you the energy. And other way is go to the manually, you can do that. Okay, so this is the your angle 312 and this step size, and this is the degree. That degree of increment, it will be there. Once we have done the calculation, you will see a scan file like this. Okay, so this is your initial structure with a 105 angle, and I'm increasing the angle by 0.5 degree. See how at this level, somewhere here it's minima, right? You can see the energy here, right? So this is your minimum structure, this one. So we know that in a water, what is the bond angle, and the minimum structure will be corresponding to that. So this is the way you can do the scan calculation and to find at a specific bond length what will be the energy corresponding to that molecule. Okay, and suppose you want to perform certain reaction or certain stuff, you can use any of this So this is your minimum structure, and these are the high energy structure at a specific angle. This is at 105 angle, this is at 112 112 angle. Okay, so this is the way to do a scan calculation for your water molecule using angle. Similarly for H2 molecule also you can do, and here the input will be similar, opt more redundant, functional on the level of theory, and then you will be having bond length, atom number 1 and 2, step size 20, and here I have given minus value. Okay, minus value because initially I have kept the molecule here. If you see the input, I have kept the molecule at the 2 angstrom different distance. So I am taking this means making this atom closer so that we can see how the energy is getting reduced. Once you do this calculation, this is your initial structure. Go to the scan, and here you see, so at the initial I have given it 2 angstrom. So now I am reducing the angle by 0.2 angstrom, means the bond length by 0.2 angstrom. So I am trying to make it closer. So you can see at this roughly around 0.6 somewhere the energy. Okay, so here around 0.7. Yeah, so somewhere around here the energy is minima, and once it is coming more closer you can see it is very going in at infinity. It means not infinity, at the very higher energy. Okay, so these are the angles in the y-axis, and in the x-axis you are having the total energy. Okay, so at this around 0.7 it has energy these are in the hatchery. Okay, so around here you got that energy of molecule, and this is the way to do scan of your bond length. Okay, and you will get the minimum energy stuff, and the other also you'll get. And now you need to use these things for specific purpose. Suppose you want to do some IRC calculation and the TS calculation, you are searching for a TS. In those case these scan calculation is very much useful, because what you can do, you can wait, I will show you. I have certain uh, structure I will show you. Okay, so I have one transition state structure that I was doing to find out the TS. For that I have performed this calculation. I have this molecule, so I was searching a transition state calculation. So what I have done is I have this complex here. So I have done a scan over this length, right? So I have done a scan for this specific bond length. Okay, and in that case, if I will show the results, the scan comes like this. So initially I have taken this like distance between these palladium and this phosphorus. This is the initial distance. Then I make start coming closer. So at this level I see one spike. This is kind of transition state. Okay, so this way it will be very useful. So here my intention is not to get the minima, because I am interested in the TS. This will be your minima here, right? But I am interested in here, so I can take this geometry and do a transition state calculation, and further I can perform the IRC. So for those kind of calculation, this specific scan thing is very much useful. Okay, and this is highly recommended on in those cases when you are going for TS calculations. So if you have any doubt pertaining to this video, you can put in the comment section, and don't forget to like and subscribe the channel, and please watch the videos carefully. Thank you for watching the video.